I'm Brandy. I'm from Stand Your Ground. I do vocals. Well, actually, the Stand Your Ground has been a band since 2007. I just joined about 3 or 4 years ago. We were a Christian band at one point, and then we went through another vocalist, and he quit maybe 2 years ago, because I've been in the band about two and a half years. So they kind of kept the name, but because it was a Christian band, it was a Bible verse in the Bible that said Stand Your Ground, and they just kind of kept with it. It's the only thing I know. It's the only place that like people like you, me, and people in my band, other people like who have tattoos and piercings, and like can have a place to call their own. Realistically, like when I got into music, it was because of like bands such as like Comeback Kid, No Warning, so, like bands like that who just really like had like a positive outlook, high energy. I was like, man, I really want to be a part of that, and ever since then, like I've just been keeping with music. I would either have to say Secret Lives of the Freemasons, or you know, I'm trying to think of stuff that I really listen to all the time, but that's actually a really hard question. But yeah, Secret Lives of the Freemasons, where it was a victory band, and they broke up like maybe a year or so ago, but it's probably one of my favorite bands. Just really push yourself. Like people don't make flyers anymore. They don't go to shows just to, pass out their CDs. Everyone thinks that everything is just done on Facebook now, and it's not. Especially like when you're older, in your mid-20s and up, it's like we don't have high school to market ourselves, and those kids do. So the best thing I can say is, really, really push yourself outside of Facebook, on Facebook. And if you're, a bigger band and you have like a way to do it, tour. Like whether you think it's beneficial or not, it's like it will eventually help you. Well, I listen to a lot of Yellow Card, a lot of Glassjaw. Relatively, like especially when we're in their van, like you don't want to really listen to the stuff that you play. So we kind of, I listen to a lot of pop punk, like Hit the Lights, Cartel, stuff like that. So, okay. Well, pretty much every song on Standards, Standards was written because as a female vocalist, I get doubted a lot. I get told that like I'm not good because I'm a female. Whether I am good or whether I'm not good, there's always going to be that one guy that's there that's like, I don't like this band because it's a female. We've had agents, record labels, promoters, etc. Like really, like if I didn't do something for them as a female, like they wouldn't do anything for us. And so I really wrote. I wrote majority of Standards for that, because like double standards is real. Like guys can get away with a lot more than girls, but when a girl does something, she gets called a name, whether it's slut or a bitch or whatever the thing is like double standards is a huge thing. So we wrote that one, and Understanding was written for a couple friends of mine who committed suicide, and like everyone's been there at least one time in their life. Like everyone has had someone that's died, and so that song like really hits home for all of us every time we play it. I'd probably be doing nursing. Like I want to do radiology. I just want to stick with helping people. Well, right now, like this band is my main goal. Like we've fought so hard to get where we are right now, and we're still trying our best to make it our way up to the top. And so that's like my main goal, is to just keep pushing and pursuing this band right now. The worst show we ever played would be Ground Zero in South Carolina. We showed up, the promoter didn't show up, and the doors were locked. So all the bands were there and no show happened. So that would have to be the worst show that we've ever played. And probably the best show we've ever played was in Spokane, Washington at the Hop, and we pack that place every time. Like kids go crazy. Like it's always just like the best show ever. Well, I don't know, I'd have to say it's just like we're all like hardcore kids that just love metalcore. And yeah, there's a lot of bands that have a hardcore influence and have the metalcore influence, but like we realize like as the band that we are right now that, you know, we're too hardcore for metalcore kids and not hardcore enough for the hardcore kids. So we like, even though we particularly like it, like what we're at, like I think just for us we're more unique because we do have a girl vocalist, and we all are inspired by different influences. Like some people in the band really like Misery Signals, and some people like Comeback Kid, and some people just want to listen to Metallica all day. So it's like we have a lot of different influences, and I think with that influence and having a girl vocalist like really sets us apart.